Hey guys, and welcome to my Logistics Pipes mod spotlight. So, what you're seeing right now is a basic logistics network, pretty much as basic as it gets. And the general gist of this, the entire mod, is that there's special pipes that route items wherever you want to go, without the use of diamond pipes. So, basically, what I have set up is that dirt goes into the left pipe, and stone goes into the right pipe. Sounds easy enough. But there's also a setting for the default pipe, or the default route, as you can see with the wrench here. I'll get into all this later. And that is where everything else will go that's not dirt or cobblestone. So yeah, pretty basic. It's basically just as basic as it gets. So let me actually show you what all these pipes are. So all these logistics pipes, crafted like so, and they're pretty expensive, but you get 8 of them. And this you use for every single logistics network you will ever have. So basically, the input comes in here through an obsidian pipe, or a chest, whatever you want to do, and it goes to here. Now, if you're using logistics pipes and making a logistics network, every intersection has to be a basic logistics pipe. And if I open this up with a wrench, this is a Buildcraft wrench, you can see that there's nothing requested and no default route, but this can still tell items where to go thanks to these pipes over here connected to the chests. Now these actually do request items, in this case stone and dirt. So any stone that enters the system from anywhere, even like a couple miles away. Let me just bring this over here a bit. And yeah, so if I put a basic logistics pipe down here, just to speed it up a little, basic logistics pipes get a speed boost if the item knows where it's supposed to go. So if I put down an obsidian pipe there, actually I should probably put the logistics pipe right there, just so it doesn't cause problems with the obsidian pipe. But basically, if I get some stone and some dirt, there's some dirt, and fly over here, you can see that it still knows where to go. Awesome. And so does stone. And anything else will get routed over here, which is the default route. So anything that doesn't have a preset destination goes to the default route. So that's pretty cool. And this is absolutely as basic as it gets. But yeah, it's pretty useful for like sorting systems or something like that, where you can have a whole bunch of these that just request items. So the next feature is the provider pipe. Let me go over to the provider pipe here. Provider logistics pipe. That's made of glowstone and a basic pipe. And that basically allows the logistics network to access the inventory of any inventory connected to the provider pipe. And there's some settings. And here you can tell the pipe only what it can provide or what it can't provide. If you press this button, include is what is the only thing it can provide. Exclude is what it can't provide. And the mode is how it'll take items out of the chest. So normal will just it'll clean it out, just taking one stack after the other. The next one is leave first stack, and that will not touch the first stack of any item, I believe. Might just be of the first item in the chest. I haven't really tested that out much. And similarly, leave last stack. There's also leave first and last stack, and leave one item per stack. And what that will do is it'll still clean this out, but it'll leave one item from every stack like so, just so when it gets filled back up, it'll still look nice. So that's the one I use most often. But I'm going to put on normal just for this demo. So if that's connected to this, it can access all of the inventory of the chest, and that can be used in conjunction with the crafting pipe. And what the crafting pipe does is it takes, it basically takes inputs into the pipe, It puts them into an automatic crafting table, or pretty much any other machine that can craft stuff and turn stuff into other stuff, and then it'll give an output and send that along its path. So, let me show you how to make the crafting pipe, because that is a very nice one to have. That's made with glowstone on the sides. So, what does this do? Well, to show you this, I'm going to need an item that can actually take stuff out of the inventory using logistics pipes. That's called the remote orderer, and here it is. Very expensive, some diamond gears, but you get a remote orderer. And basically, if you click on any basic logistics pipe, or any other pipe for that matter, that's logistics, it won't work on stone pipes. It'll give you basically everything in the network that it can create or supply. So what this means is I've got some wood here, and if I want to request wood, say 10 pieces, I can just bump it up to 10 pieces, and press request, and 10 pieces come flying out of the provider pipe. Nice. Now this can also craft stuff, so you'll see there's 0, and that means there's no wooden planks, but it can craft them. So if I want, say, 8 planks, it'll actually take wood logs out of the provider pipe, put them into the crafting pipe, and give me some planks as output. Nice. So that's basically the crafting pipe. And I will go more in depth with this, and some other machines that this works with. So the next one I'm going to show you is the Supplier logistics pipe. Now I don't actually have a demo set up for this, but it's easy enough. I'll just knock this off, take that out, and I don't need this here anymore. Let's make it a stone pipe, and this can come over here to just a chest. Doesn't matter what chest it is. So, and then this pipe right here has to be the Supplier pipe, and this works best when connected to a provider pipe, connected to some chests, or crafting pipes that can craft what you want to supply. So the Supplier pipe, it actually sounds like it supplies items, like the provider pipe, but it actually requests items. So let me look at the recipe here. 2 lapis basic logistics pipes, and when I get one of those, I forgot to actually craft it. Let me just find it here. The Supplier, there we go. And this connects to the other logistics pipes, and you can tell it's connecting by the green lights on the pipe. I forgot to show you that earlier, but if it's green, it means it connected to the rest of the network. So, with the Supplier pipe, you can tell it what items to keep stocked. And actually, for this, I should have left the crafting table in there, but it's fine. So, say I wanted always to keep 5 pieces. Now, let's make it 10 pieces of logs in the chest at all times. So that's going to start off by pulling out 10 logs. There's 10 logs in the chest. And if this number were ever to get decreased, it would pull out another 10 to keep it at 10 logs. And after you pull out half the stack, you'll see that it only pulls out 5 pieces. So it basically keeps it stocked at 5 or at 10, no matter what. And you can have other items in here. If you had a chest full of wooden planks, you could keep wooden planks stocked. So I had it stock 1 plank. So 10 logs and 1 plank. Take it out, and you get another plank. And that's basically what the Supplier does. There's also the partial requests button, which is if it can't fulfill the request, so it can't bring it up to 10 pieces of wood. There's not enough. There's only like 5 pieces in there. Let me just take all that. Oh, never mind. That won't work as easily as I thought it would. But basically, if it couldn't fulfill the request, should it bring what it can, or should it just wait until it can fulfill the request? And that's what the button does. So yeah. And also note that partial requests tends to take up more CPU because it has to keep checking if it has enough items to fulfill the request. So that's basically the Supplier pipe. Now, I'd like to show you the crafting pipe when hooked up to a furnace. So for that, I'm going to just grab some stuff to cook. Let's say iron ore. There's some iron ore. There's some iron ore. That can go in there. And this I'm gonna have be a provider pipe. Let me just grab one real fast. It's faster than getting it out of not enough items. There's a provider pipe, and we don't have to set anything up with the provider pipe in most situations. Now we need a furnace. Where's a furnace? Furnace. Now this will make use of a special pipe called the satellite pipe, and that is made with some redstone and a basic logistics pipe, like so. So the satellite pipe, it's an alternate crafting pipe, but it's kind of weird. Let me show you. So basically, I'm going to need to place the satellite pipe down there, the furnace on top of it, whoops, not over there, the furnace on top of it, and you'll see why in a minute, and up here I need to place a crafting pipe. Come on, place. Okay, I guess I need to get some building blocks up there. Got a piece of stone as well. There's a crafting pipe, and now these can connect with a basic logistics pipe. Remember that. You always need a basic pipe, like so. And now everything's green. It's all working fine. So we need to set this up to cook iron ore into iron ingots. So how do we do that? Well, first we need to go into the crafting pipe the satellite pipe, and give it an ID number. I'm gonna put it at let's go 3. How about that's a fine number. So satellite 3 is what we want to select here. Satellite 3, and if you want to know where it is, just hit paint, and it makes a little line to it. So that way you can tell what satellite's where. Now, you need to tell it what items go in the satellite pipe. In this case, coal, because we do want to actually cook it. So if we put coal in the satellite pipe, any coal that it receives will go to the satellite pipe and get put into the bottom of the furnace. And this also tells it whenever you want to make some iron ingots, bring some coal along as well. So, that's that. Let me also grab some iron ore and tell it that 8 iron ore going in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, makes 8 iron ingots, because we don't want to waste any coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 8 iron ore, 8 iron ingots, but you need some coal as well, and that should go to the satellite pipe. So if I put some coal in here, let's get some more. This is a stack, -1, should be good. And yeah, so that's that. Let me get a remote requester. Do I have it on me? Yes, I do. And you'll notice if you press shift, you see what Direwolf20 calls it, aka requesting tool. And Direwolf20 is another YouTube video maker that does a lot of mod videos and let's plays with those mods. So if I try and request some iron ingots, you'll see I can. And let me get 8 iron ingots. And that will send ore to the top, and it'll realize the coal has to go in the bottom, and there's the coal. So the coal went in the bottom, the ore went in the top, and that's all fine and dandy. So we're going to get some 8 ingots right there. So they're just going to come out one by one after they all cook. So this is gonna take a while. But basically that is how that works, and it's pretty cool. So I suppose I should have requested it here because it would have gone into the chest. That would have been smarter. But basically that's how you use the satellite pipe in connection to a furnace. Now there's some situations where you need to use the satellite pipe in conjunction with a crafting table. So let me show you that, and once again I'll put it over here. So right there, and the satellite pipe and a crafting table needs a chest next to it. And this is used for items that don't stack, such as the mining well. Iron pickaxes don't stack very well, so you can't create a mining well with logistics pipes unless you use a satellite pipe, which is what I'm going to show you now. So we're going to need a crafting pipe. Where's the crafting pipe? It's in here somewhere, crafting pipe. And the satellite pipe as well, that can go right there. And the satellite ID can be, what can it be? Let's go with 4, how about? Sounds good. And that's working. So, the recipe for a mining well is as follows. We need an iron pickaxe, which again doesn't stack, and that's the reason that we're making this whole satellite pipe system. We need some redstone, some iron gears, and some regular old iron as well. So, let's see, iron's on the second page, there it is. Let's just get a stack so I can have some wood for later. So there's our mining well, and we can teach this to our table. So, let me drop all the ingredients in here, and let me show you what happens if we try to do it without the satellite pipe. Whoops, not chests. Redstone, we need some iron gears, and then we're good to go. So if we try to request, that's way down there. Let me get a basic pipe here, and use that as the requester. So if we try to request a mining well, you'll see we can. Oh, we're missing an iron pickaxe. I forgot to put pickaxes in there. So let me get a pickaxe, or 3, because I'll need a fair amount for later. That goes in there, and now if we try to request a mining well, I haven't set up the satellite pipe, so it's going to try to stack the iron pickaxe in there, and that doesn't work so well because pickaxes don't stack, so it's not really working that well. But if we tell it that iron pickaxes go into the satellite pipe, like so, whoops, like so, then it'll put the pickaxe into the satellite pipe, and automatic crafting tables can pull into chests, or pull from chests, so that's why this all works. So if I put an iron pickaxe in there, out comes a mining well. So with the satellite pipe setup, if I try and request a mining well this time, it should work fine, because the pickaxe is going in the satellite pipe. And there's our mining well. How awesome is that? So that is basically the satellite pipe when used with a crafting table and when used with a furnace. So there's one more situation I want to create here, and that's when used with industrial crafts. So this actually works beautifully, but we do need to get some power in here first. I'm getting an MFE. Where is it? It's here somewhere. MFE. Let's also get some solar arrays, because those produce power so fast. And we need some cables too. Cables, 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 cables. There we go. So let me just set this up real fast. I'm generally not prepared for videos. I should really try to do that in the future. Okay, no power coming in there. So let's get our solar panels set up. I really should start being more prepared for videos. The time when I was most prepared is probably with the whole crafting table thing. So I'm just going to put a pipe down there so I can place a solar panel on it. The pipe doesn't actually matter. So that's a whole lot of medium voltage solar panels, and this should be about filled up right now. Yeah. So that's enough power to run a macerator, definitely. So let's get a macerator real fast. And because this is an MFE, I need the transformer upgrade. And I'm also going to get some overclocker upgrades and an energy storage upgrade. So let's get a macerator here, because that's probably one of the more useful ones. Macerator is right over here. Yes, it is. Sweet. So macerator can go there. And before I do anything, I really want to add in the upgrades, because I don't want this blowing up. In my survival world, it blew up so many times because I forgot for my upgrade so many times. Oh, you know what? This won't work because the solar panel will be outputting into the cable too. There we go. So yeah, my base got blown up so many times by macerators, but now it should be working. Yes, it is. And we can macerate stuff near instant, which is nice. So let's set up the whole Buildcraft pipe system. So first up, we need a satellite pipe. Where's the satellite pipe? Satellite pipe is right there. And this goes on the top because the input slot is on the top. Whoa, lag. So if we connect this up to some crafting pipes, and with the macerators and anything with a satellite pipe, not a crafting table or furnace, you don't actually have to connect the crafting pipe to the machine. If you're using something with only one input slot. If there's two input slots or something like a crafting table, then it won't work so well. So first of all, I need a provider pipe. So let me get that real fast. Once again, I'm not set up in the least. So that's that, and now we can get ourselves a basic pipe right there, and some crafting pipes too. Put that there because it's an intersection. And let's get 3 for 3 recipes. And basically, this is a setup that will actually work if the satellite is set up correctly. So let's say satellite 5, satellite 5, satellite 5, and satellite 5. So, iron ingot goes in the satellite pipe, out comes 2 iron dust. So, let's put an ingot in here and try it out. If we request with our requester tool, requesting tool, some iron dust, let's go with 2, because that's what I have. You'll see an iron ingot goes in there. Oh, whoops, I forgot to make something that can actually pull it out of the macerator. And this is where another pipe comes in called the chassis pipe, or chassis, or however you pronounce that. I think it's chassis. And that connects to a machine, and it has slots for upgrades, as you can see here. Mark 1 has 1 slot, Mark 2 has 2, I believe, and Mark 5 goes all the way up to 8, but that is ridiculous and expensive. So oh, actually, I didn't show you how to craft this yet. It's created with 8 redstone around a basic logistics pipe for the Mark 1. And the extractor module, this has been happening a lot. I hope it doesn't crash when I look up the recipe. Okay, the extractor module is made like this, and that's an extractor module, which is the one we're going to be using for this. So if that goes in there and we say extractor side, like so, every 5 seconds it's going to pull out an item from the side. You'll see it's pulling some out, and this should be winding up over there in just a moment. Why is this not working? Should be working fine. I've had this work before. Let's request some more iron dust. I guess it just got clogged up. Where's our requester tool? Oh no, where'd it go? Did I put it in the... What? What happened to it? Oh, there it is. Okay, disaster averted. So if we request 2 iron dust, like so, an ingot goes on the top, and every 5 seconds a piece of dust is getting pulled out by this chassis pipe. There's 1 piece getting pulled out. I don't know where it went, though. That's weird. And if we wait 5 seconds, this should get pulled out. I don't know what's wrong. This was working fine for me before. Let's try default. Will that help at all? And this is actually supposed to macerate into 2 iron dust. Okay, this is weird, actually. Let me put that in there. Okay, oh, it's an ingot, so we only get 1 iron dust. Okay, so I actually set this crafting pipe up wrong. Sorry about that. So, we're actually only going to get 1 iron dust. And that should get pulled out. Okay, wow, sorry, this has worked fine for me before. There's one other thing that I know works, and that is putting the crafting pipe on the side of the macerator, because it can extract as well as craft. So if we set this up now, satellite 5, just doing this really fast. Iron ingot goes in, iron dust comes out. So, let's request ourselves some more iron dust. Sorry about this. That should be 2. There we go. Okay, so that came out. There we go. That's working a bit better. There we go. And we can request this as well. And it says missing 1 iron ingot. So that means we need some more iron. But yeah, I'm sorry the whole satellite pipe didn't work. That was working fine for me in my regular world. I don't know why it's not working here. But basically, that is, well, this is a working setup here. The crafting pipe on the side. So, yeah. And I could attach gold and tin and copper and coal recipes to this as well. And it would work fine. So, that is that. There's one more one more pipe I want to show you that I don't actually have over there. And that is the builder supply pipe. And that, hopefully this doesn't crash. That is made like this, as you can see. And builder supplier, it'll supply anything that the builder needs. So if I get a builder, once again, not prepared. Builder, I think I already have a blueprint set up. I just need to get one. No. There we go. So let me hop over here and get a blueprint. I think I have one over in my testing ground. Oh, my quarry is coming along nicely. So I should have a blueprint over in here. Yes, I do. So let's grab that real fast and run over here. Just teleport. It's a bit faster. So where was it? Here it is. So if we put the blueprint in, whoops, not the extractor module, the blueprint, you'll see we need some collectors and relays. And this is an EMC collector design. It's just a really basic flower. So what I need to get is a provider pipe, or a provider pipe that can actually provide the items necessary for the builder. So let's get a provider pipe, and a chest, which I have. I know that. And let's put in some collectors and relays. Now this I set up before. I don't know why I don't have any relays. I should. Okay, let's get some relays. And that goes in there. So, if we connect this up with some pipes, you'll see that it pulled out only the ingredients required. I did have stacks in here, but it only pulled out the 4 collectors and 1 relay. And again, this works for any builder blueprint that exists, as long as you have the right materials. So, real fast, let's hook this up to an engine and build it. I'm going to use an electrical engine. Let's go medium, just because I can. And let's hook up some cabling. This is from the Krapht Industrial Craft 2 crossover mod. And if you ask me, these engines are way, way overpowered, which is why I like using them. It's kind of like the portal gun. It's very cheap and it's very overpowered. So yeah. Let me just hook this up to the macerator. And I believe this can handle high voltage. If not, I'll just get a transformer on there. Whoops. Sorry about that. So, you know what? I think I actually will put a transformer on, though I don't know if it can handle it or not. But just to be safe, I don't want this blowing up. So, there's the one thing we need to connect. Let's run over here. I know the industrial-sized engine can handle high voltage. I don't know about the medium engine, so I'm just being safe here. LV transformer goes right like that, I believe. Yes. And, okay, that is connecting. It's just looking funny. That happens a lot. It seems like it. So then it should be working. Let's see, it's connected. And we can build this if we give a redstone signal. And this is definitely a bit off topic. I didn't really want to cover this, but I thought I might anyway. So, there's the builder, and it'll build it. Nice. So, yeah, that is basically the builder supplier pipe. And that didn't need much electricity at all, did it? And now we're getting EMC. So, that is that pipe. That's annoying. Let me just kill it. There we go. So that's the end of that. Now, the next one I want to show you is the liquid supplier pipe. Where is it here? It is the liquid supplier, but I can't find it here. Where is it? Here it is. Liquid supplier pipe. Now, let me look at the recipe for it. It's 2 buckets, 2 lapis, and a pipe. So, if we just knock this off right here, and instead make this a combustion engine with the liquid supplier pipe attached. Combustion engine, I'm only using it because it requires liquids to operate. So, combustion engine, where are you? Combustion engine right there. So, this can power, let's see, let's just have it powering an empty wooden pipe. Because it needs something to power in order to run. So, this can be set up with the liquids to keep stocked. Now, I'm going to have it stock, let's see, by the way, you can use capsules from forestry. So, I think I might actually do that. I'm going to get fuel capsules. Let's see, stock 3 fuel capsules. And some water capsules. Let's go with 5 water. And if we put these in here, you see that it's going to take out 3 of the fuel and 5 water. Now, if I had something from Industrial Krapht, say water cans and fuel cans, let me just get some here. Okay, cells, how about? Where is cell? There we go. So it won't actually pull out water cells. It has to be the exact same type as you specify in the pipe. So that's pretty nice. You can have different capsules go to different combustion engines, or whatever like that. Now the cool thing about the pipe is that it actually looks at the supply of liquid. So in this case, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I guess capsules store a little more than buckets do. So it actually looks at the amount of liquid in here to determine how much liquid it needs to pull out to keep it at that level. So it'll basically keep this stocked at exactly those levels of fuel until I run out of capsules. So that's pretty darn cool. And that's definitely nice. Also, a nice other feature of this is you can have a chest over here. I believe this has to be set up as the default route, actually. Let me do that real fast. Default route, yes. So if we wanted to use buckets instead, buckets do work. I just need to get some buckets. So let's see, water buckets, and get a whole bunch of water buckets. And we need also some fuel buckets. Let me just toss all this in here. Except for my Klein. I don't want to lose my Klein star. And, and some fuel buckets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, whatever. And we can tell it to keep stocked 1, 2, 3 fuel buckets, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 water buckets. So now this will only use buckets as fuel, or as liquid. And, yeah, the cool thing about this is once the bucket gets put into the engine, wait for it here, should be coming in a minute, the empty buckets actually go along the default route. And this can be a bucket filling machine if you want. But that is a very nice reason to use buckets in your liquid supplier pipes. And that basically covers just about all that that logistics pipes have to offer in terms of basic pipes. In later episodes of Build Krapht stuff, I might show you my personal setup of logistics pipes in my single player world. So yeah, hope you guys liked watching this, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.